EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Carolina Panthers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7 from the 20. Another run with Sanders. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Let's go now.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this past the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP rating, but I think you got to give this kind of serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. In this case, apartment, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo. And
the play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
It's Young on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Panthers at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here is Young. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing, Young. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joseph Osai, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
1st down, Young. He's got Mingo. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo. 68 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2nd time in this first half now, Charles, and he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action. Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Let's go now.
Young to throw it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On the double.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the run defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have a Raven Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horner. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season is going on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. A beautiful fake. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Like you mean it.
Good day, boys. Okay, ready?
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
ready.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Going for it with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jair Elam makes it back, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Young looks to throw on first down. He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And he's got it. So nothing doing there. And it's second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overwhelm your team. You've got to be careful here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball down the field? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Ready?
Now here's Young. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
We often hear the short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it will be 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9.
Set, go.
Young now.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
From the red zone now, Young. Kidder here, it's complete.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Yellow, go. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Smith, red.
Smith will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the 1st half, at least running the football. But here they're entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders.
You know, we've discussed this before. We've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Devin Duvernay.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Escapes the defender. There he goes left side. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, took me for a neck brace, partner. 1 kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards to the house. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
36. Panthers 26. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Don't make me come down there. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Jackson on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On third down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Young working out of the gun.
24-yard line.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Can't we score? Are you kidding me?
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Young will set to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out across midfield down to the 45.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go.
Here's 1st down. Young, he's going to change it up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Young.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, and the few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he takes it in for the score, the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under